SEO is an essential marketing technique that aims to bring organic, non-paid traffic to your website by using high-quality content to get to the top of a search engine results page. Reaping the benefits of your SEO labor may be a bit of a slow process at first, but once you've managed to achieve some results, your success will become worth it. But what exactly is SEO? In this video, I'll show you what it is, how it works, and the major pillars of it. Let's get started. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization and focuses on optimizing your website to get it to rank as the #1 result on search engine results pages. With a number of tactics and tools, you can organize your website in a way that search engines understand it and choose to show it to their users. Think of SEO as both an art and a science. It combines creativity and the ability to create high-quality, engaging content that users value, while also having a good understanding of your analytics and your prospective customers. It's important to remember that SEO is only focused on organic ranking. You cannot pay to rank higher with SEO. The only way to rank higher with SEO is to ensure you're satisfying the search engine's requirements. A strong SEO strategy can bring a number of different benefits to your business's online presence and to your marketing strategy overall. These benefits include increased visibility and traffic to your website. Because the higher your website pages rank on Google, the more traffic you'll get. Improved website quality. As its full name implies, there are a number of ways you must optimize your website to get it to meet Google's high standards. By doing this, you'll improve your website in the process. Build consumer trust. Users naturally trust websites that are ranked at the top as there is a sense that Google has vetted the pages that appear. Establish your brand as an authority in the field. SEO involves a lot of content creation, like blog writing. Naturally, the more you write about a topic, the more people will turn to you as a valued source of information. But keep in mind that it will only work if the content is high quality. Long-term techniques. Take into account that SEO is a long-term marketing strategy. Once it gets going, it keeps growing. When you're first getting started with SEO, content marketing, and inbound marketing, it can be difficult to distinguish between the three strategies. They all involve some content creation, keyword research, and utilize similar metrics. But they are three distinct concepts that complement each other. Let's start with content marketing. This strategy is focused on creating and distributing relevant and valuable content that attracts and retains users' attention, with the aim of driving them to be future customers. Content marketing encompasses a variety of methods like blog writing, video marketing, social media, and sometimes native advertising. But content isn't always enough to drive users to your website or convert them into customers. This is where SEO comes in. SEO is focused on boosting the organic ranking of a website on Google using different techniques, one of which is content marketing. Bringing customers to your website is crucial to getting them to convert. But once they're there, what happens next? The answer is inbound marketing. This non-invasive marketing technique seeks to attract, retain, and convert customers using a combination of many different marketing techniques, such as content marketing, SEO, marketing automation, and lead nurturing. If you want more details about the difference between inbound marketing and content marketing, click on the video that appears right here or in the description below. Before we really dive into what SEO is and how it works, it's important to first understand how search engines work and how they determine what to rank. SEMrush says on one of its blogs, in English worldwide, 88% of searches on desktop are in Google. On mobile, that figure is up to 96%. Bing and Yahoo combined account for 1.5% of searches on mobile and 8% of searches on desktop. This means ranking on the other search engines can be important, but Google should be your main focus. So, how does Google decide what to rank and how? When Google detects new content, it does three important things: crawl, index, and rank. What is crawling? Crawling refers to when Google analyzes your page to assess what your content offers. Crawlers are especially drawn to new content, which is why it's important to consistently be updating your website and your blog. Links are crucial for crawling because it is how your crawler arrives at your webpage. It navigates your website using your internal linking structure. This is why you always want to link to other articles in your blog content and why pillar pages are so important. You can also submit your sitemap to Google to get it crawled. What about indexing? After Google has crawled your website, it will index it. Indexing is Google's way of understanding and organizing a web page. It stores information about the content, images, video, keywords, and more. It will use all of this information to determine how to rank your website in its search engine results. And ranking? After crawling and indexing your website, Google uses this info to rank your website when someone makes a search. It also takes into account other ranking factors such as location, language, device, load time, site trustworthiness, content, keywords, and more. No one knows exactly how Google decides to rank their results, but there are over 100 different factors being considered. The most important thing we know is that Google is looking to rank based on the user's search intent. This means that while keywords are important, matching the intent of a user's search is more important than using a certain keyword per amount of times. With this concept in mind, let's see the 3 pillars of an SEO strategy. Let's start with keywords. Keywords are all of the possible search engine queries which could be relevant to your business and your customers. They are a pillar of SEO because they are one of the easiest ways to decide what content to create to attract users. By understanding keywords and key themes, you will know the best words or phrases to use in order to help users find your content and your website. You can find the right keywords to use by creating buyer personas and conducting keyword research. Next up is buyer personas. A buyer persona is a semi-fictitious representation of your ideal customer. In order to conduct proper keyword research, you must first understand your buyer persona. This will allow you to brainstorm words and phrases that relate to your buyer persona's needs, interests, pain points, concerns, and questions about a topic. This will directly inform your keyword research and thus your content. You must take into account what types of searches your buyer persona is making and what content they are interested in. Based on that, you can brainstorm a variety of related keywords and themes. Then, you can use a keyword tool to see which words are viable and relevant. We have a full video dedicated to explaining buyer personas and showing examples. Click right here to watch it. And the last pillar, keyword research. Using tools like SEMrush and Google Keyword Planner, you can analyze different keywords and determine whether they are a good fit for your brand and your buyer personas. To determine what themes and words would work well, pay attention to the following factors when analyzing keywords. Keyword search volume. It's important to ensure that people are actually searching for the words you have in mind. If the keywords have a very low search volume, then you may have to think of new phrases or topics of interest. Difficulty level. Look for words with low difficulty levels or competition, but high search volumes. These are the ideal keywords to use for your content. Relevance. How relevant is the term to the industry in general to your particular brand, and most importantly, to your buyer persona? It's important to note that when we say keywords, we don't literally mean 1 or 2 words. In fact, using groups of related keywords will help give your content a better shot at positioning on Google, as well as provide more opportunity to answer users' questions. Don't concern yourself with mentioning one keyword more than once because search engines do not like this anymore. Instead, focus on key themes. Of course, there are certainly many more tactics and techniques that are important in the world of SEO. But this quick beginner's guide serves as an introduction to SEO to help you get off to the right start. Click on the video on the screen to learn even more about SEO and the differences between white hat and black hat SEO, or even between SEO on page and SEO off page. See you next time.